Hi boys and girls, welcome to Social Studies. Now next Tuesday is Groundhog Day. And Groundhog Day is a fun holiday in our country, and there's an interesting activity that happens every Groundhog Day. So today we're going to read this book called Groundhog Day and find out what that activity is, or the very famous groundhog. Let's go ahead and read. Groundhog Day is here. People wake up to a cloudy morning. They are happy the sun is not shining. So I see here a picture of a school bus, a lot of people coming, looks like some kids from school, and then a big plaque here says Groundhog Day. So why would people be happy the sun is not shining? Winter may be over soon. It's Groundhog Day. Here's a groundhog. I see him coming out, looking around. So it says winter may be over soon. May be over soon. That's interesting. It could be over, or it could extend out longer. What does it have to do with a groundhog? What is Groundhog Day? A groundhog forecasts the weather on Groundhog Day. Now, forecast means to predict or to say what you think is going to happen in the future. Now, many times we make a prediction about a book. So if we were making a prediction about this book, we might have said, well, I think this book called Groundhog Day is going to be about a certain day and maybe about groundhogs too. And that would be a good prediction. That's what it's about. And so in the same way, a forecast is a prediction as well. So groundhog, it says here in this book, that they're going to forecast the weather. So the only ones that we normally see forecasting weather are on TV, the weathermen, weather meteorologists. So this groundhog is going to do the same thing. How is that possible? Let's keep reading. 6 more weeks of winter will come if it sees its shadow. Spring is near if it does not. So this is kind of a fun thing that this groundhog does. And it's just a tradition. It's kind of fun to talk about and that it seems to do. So let's go ahead and take a look at a groundhog. Identify a groundhog. Another name for a groundhog is a woodchuck. So we have here, this label says large front teeth, rounded ears, brown or gray fur, and a short bushy tail. That's a groundhog. This is the little guy that's going to forecast or predict the weather. Who celebrates Groundhog Day? Groundhog Day is mostly celebrated in the United States. It's an American holiday, an American tradition. I see here a picture of some men around a certain groundhog, and it looks like this little guy is the one that's going to do the weather predicting. It says some states have their own traditions. Canada also enjoys Groundhog Day. So we see it says Groundhog Range. This is where groundhogs actually live. And so in these areas is kind of where they celebrate in all of the U.S., but these areas especially they celebrate Groundhog Day as there are groundhogs that live in this part of North America. Groundhog Day beginnings. Groundhog Day came from a Christian holiday called Candlemas. Sunshine on this holiday meant a longer winter. So when it would be sunny on that day, that means that they believed that winter would be longer. And this says first Candlemas. People also used animals that hibernate to tell the weather on this day. So what other animals hibernate? This is a brown bear and cub. Other animals would tell the weather. German immigrants brought the tradition to the United States. They decided to use a groundhog. Here's a groundhog. He's an animal that hibernates. And remember, the animals that hibernate sleep pretty much all winter long. They eat a lot, like bears. Then they go and they go into a cave or underground like a groundhog. And then they come out when winter's over. They just decide to sleep through the winter. The first official Groundhog Day took place in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania in 1887. Here's Pennsylvania and Punxsutawney right there. Time to celebrate. Groundhog Day takes place on February 2nd every year. That's next Tuesday. Some places have celebrations that last more than a day. Pennsylvania holds a big event. This is a little flyer advertisement. It says 2017 Groundhog Day. Schedule and travel guide, 131st anniversary. So this is what they do every year in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. Groundhog Day traditions. People watch groundhogs to see if they cast shadows. Some states keep pet groundhogs. The most famous groundhog is Phil from Pennsylvania. All right, so that is Groundhog Day. This little guy predicts whether or not he believes there will be more winter or not. Is it really true? Well, maybe not, but it's a fun tradition that we like to do here in the U.S. So thank you for joining me today for Social Studies, learning about this important holiday, Groundhog Day.